Yo, Jack Gardiner here. I hope you enjoyed that improv at the beginning there. There is something about these two chords that I just find super pretty, and they are a ton of fun to play over. Apologies straight away if my voice sounds weird today. I'm a little bit sick, but please bear with me. I need to point out before we go into the lesson that this video is sponsored by Music Bro. If you are interested in all the tabs for these licks that we're going to cover and lines, and of course the backing track and way more in-depth lessons, then please check out Music Bro down below. There's something there, I think, for everyone that's into guitar, music production, composing, etc. Without further ado, let's check out why these chords are so cool. So let's start off with the chord voicings then, and that's what makes these sound so cool. The very first one is this one. And this is what I would label an A minor 11 chord. Why? We've got the root, we've got the third, we've got the 11th, which is just the same as the fourth, and we've got the flat 7. So this flat 3 and flat 7 tell me that that's a minor 7 type chord. And then if we add the fourth in there or the 11th, I'd call that A minor 11. What's so cool about this is that the 11th is actually in the middle. It's so close to that minor third. And the fact that we're using two open strings, it just makes it sound so big to my ears. There's a lot of space there. Now, if we move to the second chord then, this one, that is what I would call an F6-9 chord. Why? We've got the root, we've got the fifth, we've got the sixth there, and then we've got the ninth. And the fact that these two open strings, that D and G string, are shared by both of those chords means that we've got a lovely bit of kind of information held on from the previous chord. They stay the same, those two top notes. With the nature of this voicing, it makes the guitar almost sound detuned. We're not used to hearing an A minor 11 or like an F6-9 sound like that. Usually if I was to play like a minor 7 chord, I would probably not play the root and the minor third next to each other on that E and A string. It usually just sounds too muddy, but those two open strings above it just give it such a real open sound. I mean, you could play similar kind of ideas if we were using A minor 11 and F6-9 in other places, but it won't necessarily sound the same. Still very pretty. Let's try another one. It's just not quite the same effect, and that's because those voices are staying very close together. We're not used to hearing it so low down the neck either. Now, in terms of the harmony behind that, we are essentially in the key of C major or A minor. And if we wanted to like number these chords, then it would be just 6 to 4. I'm thinking in the major key there. 6. That movement always sounds so nice. It doesn't matter what voicings I play, it's going to sound really cool. That would be A minor 7 and F major 7 as kind of a basic framework to work within. But we are substituting that for the A minor 11 and F6-9 there. Now, in terms of what you can do to play over it, I always will look for some kind of pentatonic to begin with. Now, everyone should know out there this A minor pentatonic. And that is going to work great over this sound. I think we get a lot of the guitaristic qualities in our phrasing when we use pentatonics. Most people tend to jump to full scales at a certain point, but I always like to keep things quite simple and literally make it sound like a guitar player can. You know, we're very lucky in the sense that we can manipulate strings, we can use all sorts of dynamics with our right hand, and I think that's what makes this track sound really cool at the beginning there. If you are experimenting with hard pick attacks, soft pick attacks, and you're simply using a pentatonic, it's gonna sound good. If your vibrato's there, you use some bending, it will work. So why don't we take a look at an example of a line that I could play over this just using a pentatonic scale. I hope you guys can hear just how cool a pentatonic can sound. Remember, if you'd like tabs for that lick and for others, then do head over to Music Bro. But I want to point out that it's all in the dynamics, the phrasing, the time feel, and of course the manipulation of these notes, whether that be bending or vibrato, things like that. You can get so much juice out of just that pentatonic scale. Sounds really, really nice. But the next logical step for me then would be to think, okay, what other notes can I add in or play over this? And what I'm going to suggest you look at first is putting in the 9th of A, which is the note B, which is also going to be the sharp 11 of that F. It just sounds really nice. You can even add it into the chord. Going to sound super cool if we use kind of pentatonic ideas and try to find or target this 9th over that sound. Let's take a look at an example over the track. Now, the next logical step might be to play a full scale. Already we can hear that 9th or the major second adds so much colour to this sound, especially if you hold on to it over these two chords. Remember, it's a 9th if it's over the A minor 11, and it's a sharp 11 if it's over that F major 7 or F6-9 chord. Just sounds super, super nice. But what you might want to do then is find a full scale. So if you want a one scale fits all situation, the one I'm going to suggest is the A Aeolian scale. It's the same as C major, it's the same as F Lydian. But really what I want to focus on when I'm doing this is landing on chord tones and being aware of what those intervals are over those chords. If you are interested in that, then do check out my courses over on Music Bro for more in-depth explanations. But essentially, I'm wanting to outline the chords. I don't just want to run up and down a scale like this. That's going to give me nothing in terms of musicality. I want to be able to target certain sounds over both of those chords. So there is one note in this that will not sound so great, and that is that flat 6 of the A Aeolian. It's the note F. It just clashes over the A minor 7 chord, and over the F it just sounds pretty boring. Here doesn't sound right. It wants to move. Aeolian is quite funny like this. You can use that note as a passing tone, but really you don't want to stick on it and land on it and let it ring. It's just not going to work. So with the line that you're about to see, we're going to go literally using this Aeolian scale, and then hopefully you'll hear how it sounds with a full scale sound. So hopefully you can hear there by adding in this other note and building a full scale, we've got a pretty cool sound. It just works really well as a passing note there. I really like that Aeolian scale. Remember, that is a one scale fits all situation, really. Now, there are tons of things that you could do. After this, you could start looking at arpeggios from within the chords. You could start looking at chromaticism, implying different sounds over it. But maybe we'll save that for another video. It's also over at Music Bro. We are covering 2 extra lines using some of those concepts. So remember, if you are interested in the tabs for all of these lines, plus 2 extra ones, make sure you check out musicbro.co.uk, where you'll also find the backing track as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. My name is Jack Gardiner. Apologies for being sick and sounding sick, but I hope my point got across anyway. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.